The dust has settled on the porch where you used to sit, watching the mercury climb while your spirit stayed split. You counted the clanks and you knew every knot in the pine. A prisoner of a map that stopped at the county line. But the walls started sweating and the air tasted old, like a story that everyone bought but was never told. So you folded your shadows and you packed up the rust, leaving the blueprints to crumble into silver dust. Now you were stepping where the pavement ends and the wild grass sighs, with a suitcase full of questions and the sun in your eyes. The heavy coat of habit is falling to the floor. You are knocking on the daylight at an unlocked door. It is a long way from the kitchen to the edge of the sky. But you are finally learning how to say goodbye. Told you the wind was a ghost in the trees, that the safety of the valley would bring you to your knees. But the compass is spinning and the north is just a thought, and you cannot sell back what you never should have bought. The horizon is jagged and the footing is thin, but that is where the real life is trying to begin. You pass the old graveyard where the certainties sleep, above the deep water where the promises keep. No more counting the seconds on a clock made of lead. You are walking through the thunder and the words left unsaid. The boots are getting heavy but the blood is running warm. There is a strange kind of shelter in the heart of the storm. The fence is behind you and the wire's torn down, and you are miles away from the quiet of the town. Now you are stepping where the pavement ends and the wild grass sighs, with a suitcase full of questions and the sun in your eyes. The heavy coat of habit falling to the floor. You are knocking on the daylight at an unlocked door. It is a long way from the kitchen to the edge of the sky. But you are finally learning how to say goodbye. tracing shadows that I have not seen before. I watch the way you breathe while you still sleep, a promise in the silence that I mean to keep. There is no thunder in the way we meet, just the steady pulse of two hearts in retreat. Of a devotion that would stand the test of time. But now I find the grace in how you hold your tea, the quiet gravity you settle over me. It is not written in the stars or in the sun, but in the gentle pressure of your resting hand. All this sweetness is away that blindly bear a certain fragrance in the very autumn air. It does not shout upon the northern side of trees. You are the calm within the shifting of a breeze. All the sweetness is away that black flame. There is certain fragrance in the very autumn air. It does not shout or demand a single thing, just the comfort that a steady presence brings. Soft as the moss upon the northern side of trees. You are the calm within the shifting. They say that passion is a storm that breaks the shore, leaving us wanting and always asking for more. But I would rather be down in the deep and wide, moving slowly with the kindness of the tide. No jagged edges left to cut or pull apart, just the velvet architecture of your heart. The kettle whistles and the day begins to wake, another dozen signal vows we mean to make, without a sermon or a grand display of gold, just the story that our weary spirits told. In the kitchen where the yellow sunlight falls, building a sanctuary inside these four walls. I see the silver strands beginning in your share, and find a deeper kind of beauty waiting. Tenderness that does not feel the cold, a private treasure that can never be bought or sold. We are the anchors in a world that spins too fast, holding on to something built you actually lost. Oh, so sweetness is a weight I gladly bear, like a fragrance in the very autumn air. It does not shout or demand a single thing, just the comfort that is sweetness is a weight I got fully bear, a certain fragrance in our very autumn air. It does not shout us in any single thing, just the comfort that is steady, pleasant, green, soft as the moss upon the northern side of trees. You are the calm within the shifting of the breeze. The morning breaks on a different sort of street. The iron gates are rusting in the humid heat. The old men fold their papers and they turn away. There ain't no compass pointing to the yesterday. The clock upon the steeple lost its copper hand, and shadows stretch across this unfamiliar land. You can't rely on what the wind home. The silver coins are turning into common mold. The heavy boots are marching to a distant drum. Nobody knows exactly where the spots come from. The fences that we built are leading in the wind. The game is starting over, though we never sin. Just a pile of dust. The mechanism's failing and they start to rust. It's coming like a fever, yeah, a sudden flood. It's flowing through the water and the rising blood. Unlock the heavy shutters, let the daylight in. The ending is the place where we can finally begin. The children speak a dialect we barely know. The trees are shedding leaves before the winter snow. The maps are being drawn by hands we cannot see. The prisoner is searching for a different key. The merchant has no gravity to hold his weight. The sun is rising early and it's getting late. Sitting going like a heavy stone. The seeds of change are rattling in the melon. Don't look for any comfort in the ancient ways. We're walking through this fire.
the spaces between us were all that could be seen. Yet you shared your coat when the frost bit the bone, ensuring that neither would face the darkness alone. Now the maps have been redrawn and the borders have shifted, but the heavy curtain time has finally been lifted. It is a bond forged in the heat of a quiet flame, a long distance road that knows every traveler by name. It is not a fleeting shadow or a passing light, but a steady anchor in the hollow of a night. And the road goes below, and the rivers run dry. This remains the only truth that will never say goodbye. Run dry. This remains the only truth, and we'll never say goodbye. The morning frost is melting on the rusted gate. I left my box beside the door, but now for it is too late. The silver fog is lit and found the hollow in the ground. And of these I thought I owned and nowhere to be found. I saw the neighbor's daughter chasing shadows in the grass. Now she wears a heavy coat and watching seasons pass. The clock is ticking steady like a hammer on a nail. The wind is blowing colder and the sun is looking pale. I reached out for the golden hour, held it in my palm, but the storm began to gather in the center of the calm. All the years are just a handful of giant shifting sand, slipping through the knuckles of a tired reaching hand. You wake up in the kitchen with the coffee turning cold, wondering how the story got so quickly bought and sold. The fire and the timber tints you watched it boil your flame. It goes faster than a thirsty man can find a well to drink. I remember how the highway used to stretch out like a dream, when the water in the river was a wild and rushing stream. Now the pavement has been broken by the roots beneath the clay, and the faces in the picture frame are fading into gray. I spoke to an old traveler who was leaning on his cane. He said a man is just a vapor standing in the rain. The engine's hum is quiet and the wheels are spinning slow. Oh, there are places left to travel where I know I'll never go. I tried to catch the lightning in a bottle made of glass, but I only caught the ceiling of the moments as they cast. All the years of just a handful of giant shifting sands, slipping through the knuckles of a tired bitching heart. You wake up in the kitchen, let the coffee turn you cold, wondering how the story got so quickly bought and sold. The fire and the timber turns you ash before you blink, goes faster than a thirsty man can find a well to drink. Don't look back at the valley where the lilies used to grow. The seeds are underground, are sleeping deep beneath the snow. The candle burns at both ends till the wick is shone black. And there ain't a power on this earth to bring the daylight back. Oh, the years are just a handful of factors shift to sail, standing through the knuckles of a tired reaching hand. Here like I live in the kitchen with the coffee type hole, wondering how this story got so quickly bought and told. Just find a little tear of time to wash before you rain. It goes faster than a thirsty man can find a well to drink. Oh, the year dust is the handful of blind shifted sand, slipping through the knuckles of a tired reaching hand. You wake up in the kitchen with the coffee flying cold, wondering how the story got so quickly bought and sold. The fire, tear my tears to wash before you blink. It goes faster than a thirsty man can find a well to drink. settles on wooden floor, tracing shadows that I have not seen before. I watch the way you breathe while you still sleep, a promise in the silence that I mean to keep. There is no thunder in the way we meet, just a steady pulse of two hearts in retreat. I used to think that fire was the only sign of a devotion the sweetness is a weight I gladly bear. A certain fragrance in the very autumn air. It does not shout or demand a single thing, just the comfort that a steady presence brings, soft and almost upon the northern side of trees. You are the calm with the shifting of the wind. The place. They say that passion is a storm that breaks the shore, leaving us wanting and always asking for more. But I would rather be than be the deep in a wide, moving slowly with the kindness of the tide. No jagged edges left to cut or pull apart, just the velvet architecture of your heart. The kettle whistles and the day begins to rain. Another dozen simple vows we're mean to make, without a sermon or a grand display of gold, just a story that our weary spirits told. In the kitchen where the yellow sunlight falls, building a sanctuary inside these walls. I see the silver strands beginning in your hair, and find a deeper kind of beauty waiting there. It is a tenderness that does not fear the cold, a private treasure that can never be bought or sold. We are the anchors in a world that spins too fast, holding on to something built to actually last. Oh, these sweetnesses of weight I gladly bear. A certain fragrance in the very long air. It does not shout or demand a single thing, but what the comfort that a steady presence brings, soft as the moss upon the northern side of trees. You are the calm within the shifting of the wind. All the sweetness is a weight I gladly bear. A certain fragrance in the very autumn air. It does not shout or demand a single thing, just a comfort that a steady presence brings, soft as the moss upon the northern side of truth. You are the calm within the shifting of the breeze. The morning breaks on a different sort of street. The iron gates are rusting in the humid heat. The old men fold the papers and they turn away. There ain't no compass pointing to the yesterday. The clock upon the table lost its copper hand. A shadow stretch across the sun, familiar light. You can't rely on what the weary preachers told. The silver coins are turning into common mold. The heavy boots are marching to a distant drum. Nobody knows exactly where the sparks come from. The fences that we build are leaning in, knowing the game is starting over, though we start to rust. It's coming like a fever or a sudden flood. It's flowing through the water and the rising blood. Unlock the heavy shutters, let the daylight in. The ending is a place where we can finally begin. The children speak a dialect we barely know. The trees are shedding leaves before the winter snow. Pull the mats are being drawn by hands we cannot see. The prisoner is searching for a different key. The merchant has no gravity to hold his weight. The sun is rising and it's getting late. The hour's turning over like a heavy storm. The seas don't change, and in the mellow war. Don't look for any comfort in the ancient walls. We're walking through the tired of the gleaming days. The silence is a signal that the tide has turned, and every bridge behind us has been cleanly burned. The hour's turning over like a heavy storm. Seas don't change around in the terrible. Don't look for any comfort in the ancient years. We're walking through the fire of the coming day. The silence is a signal that the tide has turned, and every bridge behind us has been clearly burned. The morning frost is melting on the rusted gate. I left my boots beside the door, but now it is too late. The silver fog is lifting from the hollow in the ground, and the things I thought I owned are nowhere to be found. I saw the neighbors started chasing shadows in the grass. Now she wears a heavy coat and watches seasons pass. The clock is ticking steady like a hammer on a nail. The wind is blowing colder and the sun is looking pale. I reached out for the golden hour, held it in my palm. Murky storm began to gather in the center of the calm. All the years I jumped a handful of dry and shifting sand, slipping through the knuckles of a tired reaching hand. You wake up in the kitchen with the coffee turning cold, wondering how the glory got so quickly bought and sold. The fire and the timber turns to ash before you blink. It goes faster than a thirsty man can find a well to drink. I remember how the highway used to stretch out like a dream, when the water in the river was a wild and rushing stream. Now the pavement has been broken by the roots beneath the clay, and the faces in the picture frame are fading into gray. I spoke to an old traveler who was leaning on his cane. He said, "Oh man, it's just a vapor standing in the rain." The engine's hum is quiet and the wheels are spinning slow. There are places left to travel where I know I'll never go. I try to catch the lightning in a bottle made of glass, but I only caught the feeling the valley where the lilies used to grow. The seeds are on the ground now, sleeping deep beneath the snow. The candle burns at both ends till the wick is short and black, and there ain't a power on this earth to bring the daylight back. All the years are just a handful of joy and shifting sand, slipping through the knuckles of a tired reaching hand. You wake up in the kitchen with the coffee turning cold, wandering out the door and got some wicked bought and sold. The fire and the timber turns to ash before you blink. You go faster than a thirsty man can find a world. For the years another handful of joy and shifting soul, slipping through the knuckles of a tired reaching hand. You wake up in the kitchen with the coffee turning cold, wondering how the story got so quickly bought and sold. The fire and the timber turns to ash before you blink. It goes faster than a dirty man can find a world to drink.
The dust settles on a gravel drive where the old Ford learned to come alive. We chased the shadows past the county line, thinking we were running out of time. But the clock was just a circle on the wall, and we were standing 10 feet tall. The sun burned holes in our denim jackets. Life was a noise and we made the rackets, trading stories for a pack of gum, waiting for the greatness yet to come. No maps to follow, just the wind in our hair, and a restless feeling everywhere. The seasons change their heavy skin, the golden years are paper thin. We didn't know the world was wide, we had the whole wide universe inside. Wild horses in a field of green, the purest fire I have ever seen. Burning bridges, let the embers fly before the morning drains the sky. Keep the hunger in your bones before the seeds turn into stones. We carved our names in the willow bark, small prayers spoken in the dark, about the girls we love and the wars we fight under the ceiling of a summer night. The water in the creek ran fast and cold, we swore that we would never grow old. Now the mailbox leans against the fence, and the logic makes a lot of sense. But I still see the flash of a white t-shirt and feel the sting of a red clay dirt. The radio plays a forgotten tone beneath the pale and heavy moon. The seasons changed our heavy skin, the golden years are paper thin. We didn't know the world was wide, we had the whole wide universe inside. Wild horses in a field of green, the purest fire I have ever seen. Burn the bridges that the embers fly before the morning drinks the sky. Keep the hunger in your bones before the seeds turn into stones. Wild horses in a field of green, the coldest fire I have ever seen. Burn the bridges that the embers fly before the morning drinks the sky. Keep the hunger in your bones before the seeds turn into stones.
The dust kicked up from the gravel driveway, tracing lines through the golden hour as we sat on the hood of that rusted machine, counting clouds instead of passing days. The maps in the glove box are blank and white, no destination carved in the stone, just the weight of the summer on our skin and the finest kingdom we have ever known. The horizon stretches like a freed silk thread, pulling us toward the edge of the blue. We traded our shadows for the open wind, with nothing to prove at every filter too. Wild blossoms leaning in the tall green grass, these are the seconds that will never last. Walking on water where the creek runs cold, eyeing our fortunes with a heart of gold. Let the clock run rust and gears tank slow. We are the masters of the overflow, drinking the sun strumming a wooden tune while the crickets died their evening choir. We built a fire from the driftwood piles, watching the sparks climb a little bit higher. No one is asking what's the time of night. No one is checking the locks on the door. We found the secret in the quiet spaces, and we stopped looking for more. In the morning, the horizon stretches like a frayed silk thread, pulling us toward the edge of the blue. We traded our shadows for the open wind, with nothing to prove and everything to do. Wild blossoms leaning in the tall green grass, fields of the seconds that will never last. Walking on water that a creek couldn't pond, buying our fortunes, heart of gold. And the clockwork was then the king's one soul. We are the masses of the overflow, drinking the sunlight till the cup runs dry. Under the vast and the silver sky, wild blossoms meeting in the tall green grass, fields of the seconds that will never last. Walking in water where the creek runs cold, buying our fortune through the heart of gold. Let the clock run frost and the tears cry flow. We are the masters of the overflow, drinking the sunlight till the cup run dry. Under the vast and the silver sky. I watch the steam climb from a rusted metal grate, while the taxi driver argue with the hand of fate. We stepped out where the asphalt meets the velvet road, trading silver coins for a frantic kind of hope. The hallway smelled of winter and expensive rain, as the elevator hummed a low electric strain. And the skyline is a jagged teeth against the gray, where the giants come to throw their heavy souls away. It is a carnival of ghosts in a concrete hall, waiting for the sky to stumble and the moon to song. In the belly of the island where the lights go blind, leaving every scrap of yesterday behind. The clock on the wall is a liar with a broken face, spinning us around in this crowded hollow space. Nobody is asking for the time or for the truth, just burning up the remnants of a feverish youth, till the giants come to throw their heavy souls away. It is a carnival of ghosts and a concrete heart, waiting for the sky to stumble and the moon to fall. In the belly of the island.